Alright, I'm back. Sorry if you heard
Well,
any domestic going on in the background there.
a little bit, but it was alright. I was just talking to myself.
Yeah, a bit awkward. They're all lying dead in the shed now. I mean,
No, I don't. So I had another one of those phone calls today, you know, where people get up going, "Hi, yeah, I'm calling about the accident," and I went, I was just fed up by this point, so I turned around and I went, "Look, it wasn't an accident. I meant to hit him." And then there was a pause, and the woman carried on like she's going off the script, which she probably was.
yeah.
Wasn't having any of it. I need to go diamond hunting. I'm running low.
I'm getting sick of getting letters from Provident. You know, the loan trying to get me to take a loan out. It's like, will you go away? I don't need a loan. Leave me the hell alone.
People offering me credit cards, and I keep kind of laughing. It's a bit foolish. You have a credit card. Oh.
I don't want a credit card. Don't need that kind of negativity in my life, you know.
Also running low on iron.
It's just occurred to me that can I use my arcane table like a
The craft?
yeah.
Yeah, I believe you can. I've completely forgotten how to make a anvil. 3 blocks of iron.
Yeah.
I might be running low on iron. Iron. Let's go mining.
And I need to plant some paper.
Half the problem is I turned half into steel.
Yeah.
It's annoying me that I'm having to build this because I don't want this to be my final compressor because it requires coal.
What's that?
Which in my mind is a waste seeing as I have power.
Oh, I've got grapes that are growing on my vines. Right.
There we go. Right, I need power. Oh, there's nonsense here. Look, this stuff here. I should make it to try and power my ME system using immersive engineering because these stuff would work. This wouldn't. I discovered if I route it all through the controller, it works fine. Even though there is a mod specifically to adapt that power to that, which doesn't work, by the way.
Which mod's that?
Oh, I think the mod creators of Applied Energistics made one that allows you to patch immersive engineering stuff through it, and I could not figure out how to get it to work. It wanted a transformer, it just wouldn't work. Thing is, the immersive engineering does work on a lot of the Applied Energistics stuff. It just wouldn't power the crystal growth accelerators,
Okay.
which I don't know if ever made a computer. The crystal growth takes forever.
Not in years. When I first started using mods is when I used those mods.
Have I got any? Huh?
The aura is a field of magical energy throughout the world. Its origin is unclear. Some believe it's accumulated life force of living beings, while others believe it's merely another type of energy seeping in from some other place. The last theory seems to be more likely, as the aura is often
Oh yeah, it's not powered. Trying to figure out how to power it. It's not powered. It's coal powered.
Each aura node has a base amount of magical energy. It can only contain this energy aligned to all aspects, but rarely a node may contain compound aspects.
I've got steel in here.
Tapped by Thaumaturge for his own purpose.
Yeah.
The simplest way to do this is to use a wand. Energy that can be harvested in this manner is known as Vis. One knows hard to see the big blah 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 blah. Should read that input. Caution to take on draining. There's a small chance of a specific type of aspect within
Bronze, and tin, is it not?
Disappear or harm integrity of the node. It's possible for the node to wait. Oh, okay, fortune.
Right, yeah, tin and copper. Copper. Should have tin in here somewhere.
Right. Thaumaturgy. Wand. So we do have the basic wand, which is the old iron cap. We can now make a wand foci. Copper wand? Gold wand. We need more paper.
Wrong one. Alright, let's get more coke going to make more steel when I have it. That one. Need to get more wood as well to make treated wood. Use the creosote it makes. So how you liking Thorncraft?
That's alright. Just following the tree at the moment for the wands.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bottleneck at the beginning of it. You don't learn that much fun stuff. You just have to research.
Yeah,
But you'll eventually unlock flight and stuff like that. It's fun.
Warp, flux and all things, but I don't know about that. Right, let's have a look through some of this then. How do I read my research notes?
You create research notes, you put them in the table.
In the research table, yeah?
Yeah. And then it'll be a little mini game of linking stuff together. Bronze 16.
But you can only put one at a time, right?
Yeah, one at a time.
How do you link things?
What's up?
How do you link things?
You should have in the table when you've placed it, kind of hexagonal grid map.
Yeah.
Where you'll have some aspects. You've got to drag an aspect from the pool you've got on your left onto that map, and it'll link. But they have to be connected to the other images, and you link them that way.
So say if I've got Ignis sitting here now, and I put 3 Ignis to get to the magical wand, would that be like fire magic? Is that how it works?
No. What are the images you've got there?
I've got Ignis and the magical wand one.
Right, you need to find something that makes up Protego, whatever it is, magic. You've got 2 aspects that make that up.
Right, yeah.
You put one of those 2 next to it, and it will link it. And then you've got to link that with one of the 2 that make it up, and you've got to get all the way to the fire.
Oh, I see.
If you get what I'm saying.
I've just crashed, but I see. Let's have a go at this then, shall we?
I'll get a block out of that. In the meantime, I can empty this tin.
Oh, brings up the skull thing. Right. So this is Potentia, right? Bracantio, which was made up by, I think it was Potentia and something else. Have a double look. It's got memory like a sieve. Yeah, Potentia and Vacuus. So I'd put, say, Potentia down. Drag it here. And it's also made of, so it's made of Potentia and Vacuus. So now I've put a Potentia down, would I put a Vacuus down?
No. Because now you've got magic going to Potentia, you've now got to link Potentia to something else. So what's Potentia made out of?
Order and Ignis. So if I put Order down.
So what I tend to find is if you put the thing you're going to, which is fire, which is Ignis,
yeah.
You've then got 2 Ignises, and it's easier to connect 2 Ignises than it is anything else.
Oh.
Or if you get something like, you lead it to air, well, air and Ignis make light, so you can use light as a link.
Oh, I see. I keep crashing for some reason. Right. Okay. So I can go as far around this table thing as I want, really, can't I? Instead of going straight line.
I need to go iron. I'm ironing.
This one,
It's annoying.
Potential. Potential is made up with order and fire.
There we go. That's where I want to be.
Primal. Right.
Well, now if you've got a primal thing that isn't made up of anything, you can add something that it makes up. Like for example, if you've got Ignis, you can use the light one, Lux, because that's made up of Ignis and air, and then the other side you can put another Ignis or you can put air. It's all about linking, finding the connections.
Right, okay. Light there.
Basically, you've got to get one end of the grid to the other, linking it with stuff that's connected.
Yes.
And as you get more complicated research things, it gets more complicated. Like you might have 3 or 4 or 5 things you've got to link together.
Yeah, one of them I've got 3 things you've got to link together. Oh, I crashed it in.
See, a computer doesn't like domestics.
No.
I don't know if there's any way of making more iron out of this ore than I've got.
So air is made of vacuum, and so is potential. So I can stick that between the two of them. Boom shakalaka ding dong. Can I?
Never do that again. Ever.
What, boom shakalaka ding dong.
They sound like one of those old people that's trying to be hip and cool and with the kids. Like, wearing their cap backwards like it's some 90s film. Kids film. Let's lay down a little rap, yeah? Let's talk about our feelings.
Ooh. Steady on there.
I don't know.
No, that doesn't
I don't get it right, because people that come up with stuff like that were adults about my age, and I, in no means, as an adult, would want to try and pretend like I'm what the kids would see as cool or something like that. It's just, you're never going to get respect for the kid. You're better off just saying, look kid, I'm going to talk to you adult to child here. We need to have this chat. I just don't get it. I get that they're trying to associate with the kid, make the kid feel like you're a friend and an ally. But kids don't want adults to be friends. They want adults to be adults.
Yeah, it's true.
And I don't get it. It's like baby talk. I don't get that either.
No, that's weird.
Surrounded by people with baby talk, and it's like, stop it. They're going to grow up with vocabularies where they think, ouja is a word.
Yeah. Or they say doggy instead of dog. They teach it doggy instead of dog.
I mean, I get that kids get to a point where they'll say like woof dog and stuff like that because they know dogs go woof, so.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to teach them new made-up words that make no sense. Bar humbug and all the rest.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a point. I think a lot of Christmas songs are royalty-free, by the way.
Are they?
You can play them on YouTubes.
Okay.
But you're better off researching it before you...
Yeah.
Because I was thinking with my magic video, with the complaints of the static in the background, what I might do is find some free domain fantasy soundtrack noises, just to play some background music. Because I did respond, I've got a cheap old nasty mic. I'm in a room with utilities going, washing machines, stuff like that. I'm never going to have great sound. The problem with when I play Magic is that the game, every time I load it up, it's like, oh, this doesn't work, please reinstall the game. Ow. And I do that and it sets all the sound back to volume, to top volume. Just one of those things. You were saying something, sorry bro.
Did it.
You connected it?
Yeah. which is one Foki. Form meets function. I don't know what I do
Alright,
with
it
that
means
scroll
you can
now.
start casting spells later
What does it
using
do?
your wands.
Right,
Yeah, like you get an electric focus, you can start casting electric spells, but it uses up the charge you built up.
Oh God, let's not do 4 of them yet. Okay. Still work on the tool. That's got 3 in it. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. That's got 3. That's got 3.
I don't think I need this urgently anymore, but
That's got 3.
I still don't know what's better, fortune free or enriching stuff.
Okay.
I need tin.
Tin.
Yeah, me mine. I figure while I'm down there getting iron, I might as well grab up the things I know I'll need.
That's true. There's other things to be had.
If I find any more diamonds, that'll be good as well, but seems to be a rare commodity in this pack.
Golomancy. I haven't learned that yet. Enchanted fabric. Basic artifact. Goggles of review. Let's learn the research of that.
Oh, golems are useful.
Paving stone of travel. Paving stone of.
Oh, that's like a road. Makes you go quick.
Oh, interesting.
You gotta go fast.
Paving stone of warding. Keeps things out.
It does. Oh, it's like an astral barrier.
Quite like the sound of that.
I normally put it around because eventually you're going to need that big old. There's loads of shard things in my mind if you want to come down here one day
Yeah, I'll have a look.
and have a go. But I put it around the ceremony thing where the big circle. Can't remember the name of it now. I stick it around that because it keeps the things away. Oh, you've got to go into alchemy at some point on that, which you've got to be careful with because you can taint your land using it.
Oh, fantastic.
It's all about balance. You've got to make sure you're only using what you need and excess. The moment you're using excess aspects in your alchemy, you're going to start tainting.
Right, okay.
If that makes any sense to you.
Yes.
If it doesn't, you can ask. I know I'm not the most enigmatic person. Not enigmatic. Eloquent? Eloquent person.
And Ambercantier.
Blood moon rising. Good time to be in a mine, hope. Actually, what's that thing? Mining at night is better, isn't it? Because mob spawn rate is lower in caves because they're all spawning up above.
Yeah.
Something like that, anyway.
Something along those lines. What's the hour again? It says, oh, fuck's sake. Crashed again.
It's abandoned me.
It really doesn't like it when I do this.
It's saying, don't. This is the way of bad.
Yeah.
Turn to Jesus and repent.
Right, I think I'm going to end this part here. I'm going to try and learn some of these. And then I'll be back. Because if it
And I will still keep recording, so if you want to hear what happened between, tune in on my channel.
yeah, just keep coming there. Right, back soon, guys.